Now we're ready to graduate to the Turbo level, and we'll just morph this window into a Turbo Class window. Okay, we now have a Turbo Class file window. You'll notice that we've shed the Augmented Browser buttons and lost the training wheels, so to speak, and we've actually gained quite a bit. So let's see what we have here. We can peel back the layers. A multitude of windows. What we have here is the Augment command window. And this provides the full power of Augment with a menu command interface. And this is not going to be a comprehensive demo of Turbo mode. It's just the highlights to give you a taste of what you get when you graduate from the Browser Class 2 level. So let's switch over to that authorship paper, and I'll introduce you to some of the fine points of the command interface. Now the zoom buttons are gone, but we still have our jump command. Let's take a look here, jump item. So I'm going to select this, and let's see what happens. You'll see that it's filled out the words jump to item. And this is the command word, jump to item, and this to here is a little noise word. And then what you see here is a prompt. It's asking us to either mark or give an address. Mark means click. This was before the prevailing terminology of click. Augment called it mark. So we're going to either click on the item or type in the address. Let's type in the address since that's what we're used to. I'm going to type a 3. So when I typed in the address, it replaced the prompt, and now it's waiting for an OK, or I could backspace and try something else. But I did want 3, so we'll go ahead and type that. And then it's just waiting for the OK. So, OK. Now, the V colon is short for Viewspecs. And so what's happening here, you'll see already you can take advantage of jump and Viewspecs together at the same time, just like you did in the Class 2 user, except it's all in one command. So jump item 3, and the Viewspec we want is actually no change. So we're going to just go ahead and OK. And there we are. Let's try that again. Jump item, and let's try 1. OK. And the Viewspec is the same. OK. So you can actually get pretty fast at that jump item 3. Okay, okay. You just get the rhythm of it. Now let's see what happens if we want to try it again. Jump item. And go ahead and type in an item number. And we want to change the Viewspec at the same time. Let's have outline view with one more level and turn off this. Oh. Let's jump back to item 3 with, let's lose the blank lines. There we are. Now our other choice on jump item was to mark or click on the item. So I can say jump item and click on addressing the item and hit click again, and there we are. That was fun. Let's do that again. Jump item, click, click, and there we are. So jump item, click, and when we get there we want an open view with blank lines, click. Okay, you're a Turbo user now. Now let's slow this down just for a second. We're going to take jump item again, and notice that it fills out jump item. Okay, now actually the way it did that, when I selected jump item, it sent to Augment a J and an I. And Augment takes that as a jump item. Augment has a natural language command interface, and it's a verb-noun format. So you start with a verb, and next is a noun, and all you need to do in most cases is just enter the first letter of the verb or noun, and it fills out the rest. So instead of selecting it from the menu, let's abort that, and I'm going to type a J, and I'm going to type an I, and we have the command JI. So the shortcuts, and actually I'm not doing a command key or an alt key or a control key, I'm straight typing a J or an I. I can do this whether I'm in the command window or in my file window, JI. So I can do JI jump OK. I can do JI jump OK. I can do JI jump. I'm going to ask for an outline view and no blank line so I can see where I am, and so on. So let's go back up to the top, jump item 1, and we're going to go WY, keep the, okay. And, sorry, actually I wanted the outline view, so here's the outline view. And let's just take a test run and see how you would approach a document. Come into the document and say, oh, I want controlling the tools, jump item, bing, Viewspec B to open one more level, bing. I want to drill into this, jump item, click, one more level, click. Okay, so now we've bypassed the zoom buttons. We're doing our own zoom buttons, and it's all on the fly. And you'll notice that all my cursor is doing, watch that again, jump item, is clicking on the item and opening one more level of detail, which there may not be. The fabulous thing about using this command style user interface is that your eyes never leave the screen. Your eyes never leave the context of what it is you're focused on. And your cursor never moves further than it needs to actually do the work. So the cursor is not moving back and forth to buttons and menus and all that kind of stuff. The cursor is here. Jump item here, change the view specs. So the eye and the cursor are we're getting into granularity of levels of efficiency in the system, and once you get going, you can actually work faster than people can see. I mean, literally, when you watch somebody working in this mode, it's very difficult to follow all of what they're doing because it's happening so quickly. But even as a beginner level, and you can just sort of, find your way through, you have the menu items to help you, and a very extensive vocabulary that once you start learning, then you can just keep adding to it because it's a natural language. Whereas grunts, I studied linguistics and also several foreign languages, and there's a big difference between saying what you want by grunting, which is the sort of prevailing user interface in computer land, is point and click, and it's kind of a grunting kind of language. So if you know that Command C means copy, then to paste is Command V, and to delete is hit the delete key. So just knowing one of these doesn't help you at all in terms of guessing what the other ones are going to be. So you have to memorize each one separately. And as opposed to a command interface like this, where you actually build your knowledge and you build your vocabulary to a really extensive suite of tools and features that are basically at your command. Now you'll notice when I pull down the view menu on jump, besides jump item, there's a lot of other jumps you can do. And as I said, I think I mentioned before, that Augment has a vocabulary for the structure of a document. So there's going up and back and next and down and predecessor and successor, head. These are all nouns that refer to the relationships within the structure. So another one is origin, and also the end of a file or the end of a branch or section. So let's go to the origin of the file, and we'll just ask for a total outline view, and voila.